Hey everyone, this video is going to be a full-on guide on CSS shadow, and we will also learn about a way by which you can add a beautiful CSS shadow in your project very easily. So let's go to the code. First, on the front end, you can see I have this normal page background shadow demo, and here I have like multiple divs, and when I hover on these divs, they actually scale a bit. And if we go on to the code of this particular page, you can see there is some styles being applied to the body, to the container. This is for the each of the shadow box, and also the transition and box shadow. And right now I have commented this shadow, and the HTML of this is something like this. We have given shadow box class to each of the div, and a different class to have that shadow is used for each of the div. So for some div it's shadow light, for some it's medium, heavy, and the different type of shadows are used. And if I go on to uncomment this code, now we will be able to see the shadows. Yes, here you can see this is a very light shadow, and this is medium, heavy, just the intensity is different. Here we have the colored shadow, and colored and glow effect is something like same, but it's just that glow effect is on each of the edge. There is inset shadow, spread, and one is the blur. And if we go on and see the syntax of this, so we can see the box shadow we give, and then there is the properties. So if I search for CSS box shadow, and if we go to this site MDN web docs, you can see we have the different properties of this 10 pixel, 5 pixel, 5 pixel, and red. So what are these values that we are giving it? So here you can see this is the syntax. Box shadow, when we put it as none, no box shadow will be applied. When we give it 3 values, then a color and 2 length values. So this is the length values when 3 length values and a color. So this is the length, this is the length, this is the length, and the color, and 4 length values and color. And also we can use this inset. So this is the different ways, 2, 3, or 4 length values. So these length values actually stands for if only 2 values are given, they are interpreted as offset X and offset Y. Third value is the blur radius, how much we want to blur it out. And the fourth value is the spread radius, so how much we want to spread it. And optionally there is an inset keyword, and optionally there is a color if you want to use it. Okay, so now there is just this way. If we go on to checking the syntax, so this is X offset, this is Y offset, this would be the blur, and this is the color. Yes, and similarly for this thing also, the X offset, we have increased all these values, so it has become the medium. And similarly for the heavy ones, we are doing the same. And also we are increasing the color also, like the opacity of the black color. Here it was 0.2, here it was 0.3, and 0.4. And now if we check the for this colored shadow, so you can see we have kept this as 0, and here the color is 0.3. And if I go on to change it to something like this, so we can refresh it, and yes, you can see the X offset has a bit changed. And if you want to play with this, you can actually open it here itself, and you can just do some changes on the values and see. Yes, so this is the X offset. How is it working? It is going horizontally right and left. And this is the Y offset, just up and down, how it is working. And then the third one is the blur. You can see it's gone. Yeah, this is the blurring effect. Yes, and the fourth one is the color. So, and for the next step we have, that is inset. So we are using this keyword inset to have this inside like effect. Then we have the spread. So the this was the for X offset, for Y offset, for blur, and the fifth value is for the spread. Then we have for the blur, because we want it to be blurred, so we increase this to 30 pixel, which earlier we were using a little less. And now comes the shadow glow. So this is very good in case you want to have some effect like that. So you initially start with this, but as you click on this, there is something like glowing effect. So this is like particularly a very good way to use it. And now if we go on to, it's not easy if every time to have this kind of thing and you are just doing it manually. So let's go and find a website that can actually make it very easy for you to have this beautiful CSS shadows, box shadows. You just need to write this. And here you can see this website is getcssscan.com, and here you can find multiple different kinds of box shadows. You can use them very easily. And if suppose I want to use this one, kind of a very different, and so let's change this shadow glow to the one we copied. Yes, you can see here is the one that we copied. If I want to use something else like this one, I can just copy it, click it here, and it will just copy it, and I will change it here, and very easily it will just change the effect for me. So this is very easy, and this link of this site I will just give it in the description box below. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.